Detroit just made Lions fans who refuse to kneel criminals overnight. Here's what's happening to them. In a liberal city full of criminals, it's now the patriotic former Detroit Lions fans who are the ones on the wrong side of the law simply by refusing to support those who kneel. While anti-American players insist on their First Amendment right to disrespect our flag, the same does not seem to apply to those who disagree with their protests. While the country and the President of the United States himself have waited weeks for the NFL to put an end to their protesting problem, the city of Detroit is now taking action. Unfortunately, it's not in defense of our flag, it's to make criminals out of those who are boycotting the actual criminals on the field. Football players are having a power struggle with patriotic Americans who want them to start reflecting our flag, as well as furious advertisers and sponsors who expect them to respect their investment and not destroy profits. Entitlement and disrespect have reached a tipping point, and now it's the furious fans who are potentially paying the price with what Detroit police have been ordered to do this weekend. Like the majority of the teams in the league, Lions players are protesting the anthem and their fans don't appreciate it and are responding with peaceful protests of their own. Expressing their opinions isn't met with the same level of tolerance that is expected of anti-American sentiments in the sport. Fed-up fans who just want to see their team play without the divisive rhetoric have planned a protest at Ford Field this weekend, where the Lions are set to play the Carolina Panthers. Detroit's team will be protesting the anthem on the field, but the boycotting fans outside can't do the same as freely without being treated like criminals. When proud American and President Trump supporter, 57-year-old Brian Pannebecker announced his plans to lead a group in the protests, Detroit police responded by saying that they will be there to an equal or larger mass to control the crowd, assuming they're the violent ones. The real threat is who else said is going to meet these pro-Trump protesters outside the stadium. DetroitFree.com reports. President Donald Trump supporters, led by Brian Pannebecker, 57, of Harrison Township, planned to protest at Ford Field before Sunday's game with the Carolina Panthers to encourage a fan boycott over the millionaire players and billionaire owners who showed disrespect towards patriotic fans and our national anthem and flag, Pannebecker said. It will include veterans and conservative patriots, and we hope to be stationed at the four main entrances, he said. Conversely, a group called the Metro Detroit Political Action Network said it will protest in support of the players and owners. In a Facebook post, the group wrote, "Take a knee against white supremacy, support our Detroit Lions 10/8." In the post, the group went on to write, "Let's show the Detroit Lions support by going to the game with posters of support, Black Lives Matter, we support the Lions, First Amendment right, and Detroit solidarity." It's that second group that's coming to counter the message that the Trump supporters are trying to send, who are the real violent threat. For the police's part, they will be keeping a close eye on these activists as well, while keeping tabs on the tension that could potentially arise between the two sides. The difference between the two groups of protesters is clear. One is promoting actual unity through players showing respect for our flag and country, and the other is pushing racist vitriol, much like the players linking arms, raising fists, and kneeling on the field. It's for this reason that the anthematics need to end altogether, because sooner, rather than later, this will erupt into a civil war within cities across the country. Tensions are high, and the NFL should have gotten ahead of this problem before it got this point, and will only get worse. There's already speculation that Raiders white quarterback Derek Carr broke his back after being intentionally sacked for not kneeling for the anthem. The lack of punishment is acceptance of these racist antics and the message it's perpetuating in the country. It's entirely possible that the Trump supporters will be publicly painted as the violent and racist protesters this Sunday, since flipping the script to meet the narrative is what the mainstream media does. The officers are needed there to do their job to protect the right side from the Black Lives Matter protesters, but it will be made to look like the conservatives are the ones out of control. The entire season of the NFL has been ruined, and it will be hard to come back from this level of destruction even if Commissioner Roger Goodell bans politics from the sport sometime soon. Since he's already made his stance on this matter repeatedly clear, despite the fallout from fans and sponsors, It looks like protests are here to stay even if there are no spectators left by the end of it to see it.